It's that time of the month again. We have just finished September, so we are taking a look today at the 5 easiest platinum trophies that you could have earned for the month of September 2020 as we move into the busiest part of the year in October and November. These are, to be honest, it wasn't actually like a real gimme game this month, but these are 5 really easy and straightforward plats that you could have earned for the month of September.
I just want a real deal, just want a real stuff.
Before we kick off, guys, if you could please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. We're currently working towards a 10,000 subscriber giveaway of a PS5. So if you hit the subscribe button down below, you're going to be helping the community get to that 10,000 subscriber goal and unlocking that coveted PS5 giveaway that everyone is after. I also make videos like this every single day on the channel looking at PlayStation and trophy hunting content. So if you want to stay up to date, you're going to have to hit that subscribe button as well. Now today we're looking at 5 easy platinum trophies from the month of September. And like I said, we have some pretty easy ones, but nothing that was really a gimme trophy this month, I would say. First up on the list, we have a game called The True. Now this is an interesting one. This is a third person, I guess, action game, I would say. But as you can see by the trailer here, there is a little bit of jank to it, especially considering it's on PS4. Now, I don't like to criticize an indie developer who's put in effort to make a game like this, so I'm not going to be too harsh on them. But, I mean, if you take a look at it, you can kind of get a particular vibe from it. Thankfully, in terms of platinum difficulty, it's a really straightforward plat. It's a 2 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, so a very easy one. And it's only going to take you around 45 minutes to earn the platinum trophy in it. You're going to have to solve some puzzles, kill some monsters, and progress through this narrative third-person adventure in order to get the platinum though. So good luck with that. Next up, we have a Rattlika title, Golf Zero. This is a weird one because it's less about golf and more about platforming. It is a 2D platformer game like a lot of Rattlika titles are, but it does have a little bit of weird golf stuff. You need to hit the ball into the hole as you're platforming, so you kind of have to do these weird parkour moves and then hit the ball into the hole. In terms of Rattlika plats, it's actually one of the harder platinums that Rattlika have released in more recent times because you do have to play through the game properly and get kind of good at it as well. It's going to take you around 45 minutes to platinum, and it's probably about a 2 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, maybe a 3 out of 10 if you're not particularly good at 2D platformers or 2D side-scroller style games. Most of the trophies in this one are for finishing each of the particular levels or getting a hole-in-one in a particular level as well. And then there's randomly a trophy for finishing the last level, but you can kind of skip ahead to that without actually having to play through the whole back half of the game. So you only have to play through about a half to 3/4 of the game before you can just go to the end and finish everything off. Another Rattlika title is Birthdays of Midnight. This is a sequel, I guess, to Minutes of Midnight or Fragments of Midnight that came out a couple of years ago, a really straightforward plat. In this one here, you play as this little cube and you move him around by pulling the trigger back and slingshotting him. Think like Angry Birds in terms of how he moves. It's kind of like one of these games you flick the thing around and you have to pick where he lands. You have to avoid particular enemies in the game, spikes, things like that, jump over obstacles, use TNT to bounce or double bounce. Not a very difficult, I guess, like weird kind of flicky platformer style game. It's about a 30-minute platinum, similar to the previous one in the franchise, and it's a 2 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Another easy Rattlika game as a gimme for this month. Now this one's weird. This is Taikodan. You guys might remember this, that came out a couple of months ago called Octonaut. It's the exact same game, same trophy list and everything, but Octonaut seems to have disappeared from the internet. It's no longer on the PlayStation Store. There's no longer any trailers for it online. There's just no reference to this game anywhere. It seems like it's been completely scrubbed from the internet. My best guess is what's happened here is that Octonaut was probably infringing on some copyright to Octonauts, which is a children's cartoon, and there was probably some sort of cease and desist there that has been given to East Asia Soft about this game, hence why it's been removed and then re-released as Taikodan. They've obviously just decided the name was the problem. I don't think the game itself copied anything from the show. It's literally probably just the IP infringement on that name. That's purely a guess, by the way. I have no idea. But Taikodan is exactly the same game, so it's exactly the same level of difficulty. It's going to take you about 30 minutes to an hour to earn the platinum in this one. It's about 2 out of 10. You play as a squid, you fly through the sky, and you shoot from left to right. You call it a shmup, I guess, or shoot 'em up. If you're into these kind of games, then this is right up your alley. I know some people are really good at them, so their platinums are really easy. Other people have a harder time with them, so the platinum becomes harder. So keep that in mind, knowing your skill level before you go into it thinking, hey, this is going to be a gimme one. when it might not be if you're not particularly good at the game. The last one on the list is Tamiku. Now this is a weird one again. This is like a 2D puzzle game. It reminds me of like old school games like the original Donkey Kong, where it's like a single screen, you have to progress to the top. Now it's like that, except you have to pop the bubbles while avoiding the enemy. This one can be done in like 15 minutes, I would say, in terms of platinum difficulty, and all you have to do is progress through each of the levels, and to progress through each of the levels, you just gotta pop the bubbles and avoid the enemies. You can't kill the enemies, so you have to kind of dodge them to avoid them, and then you just have to interact with each of the bubbles to pop them. It's weird, it's really straightforward and simple, and if you're really good at these kind of old school 2D scrolling games, then you're gonna have like no trouble with this one. I know people have finished this in like 7 minutes on PSN profiles, so you might actually be able to finish it even easier or faster than 15 minutes if you're particularly good at these kind of games as well. I am not, so I had a bit more trouble with it. Another really straightforward platinum to round out your month, and this is the easiest platinum I would say that came out for the month of September 2020. So there you have it, guys. Let me know which ones of these games you managed to nab for the month of September. Maybe you haven't got any of them and you're planning on getting them. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and giving a thumbs up for your boy. I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye for now.
I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand.